Here we're looking for a balance between being relaxed and alert. So just ask yourself the question, does this posture today, for how you feel today, does this posture feel like it can be comfortable? Now, as we come into our meditation posture, I'm going to invite you to breathe in deeply and then release with a sigh. So, breathing in, filling up the lungs, and breathing out and making a sound. And do that a couple more times. Optionally making a sound, sighing, or at least just taking a few deep breaths. Now, this is the really tricky part of the meditation. You have to give yourself permission to relax. You have to do your best to put forward this idea to the whole of you that it's okay to relax. It's okay to do nothing. All you have to do is be aware, follow the instructions, and in fact, you don't even have to do that. Trusting that whatever happens in this time will be good, will be what's needed. Now check in with your posture, and if there's anything that you could do to make yourself even 1% more comfortable, go ahead and do that now. Make any final adjustments, and then resolve to be as still and quiet as you reasonably can for the duration of this practice. Allowing the stillness of the body to be reflected in the mind. Now, coming into the present moment, notice any external sounds that you can hear. I can hear the sound of the fan, the sound of plane overhead, sound of vehicles. And as you notice any sounds that you can hear in your environment, notice that the sounds come and go. They arise, stay for a time, and then pass away. And as you notice different sounds coming and going, see if you can tune in to the whole soundscape. It's kind of like you're stepping back to take in a more panoramic view. It's kind of like listening to the whole of the symphony, the whole of the orchestra, rather than an individual instrument. And notice that this whole symphony of sound is just happening. Just happening. It's coming and going, shifting and changing. It's quite independent from what you are wanting. You can't really decide on these external sounds. And you can't hold on to them too tightly as they come and go. Allow the body to relax. Allow the mind to settle. Just very gently returning back to listening to sounds. Good. Now bring your attention, gently shifting your focus. Bring your attention to the sensations of the body. Notice the feeling in your hands, where they feel warm or cool, where there is pressure or texture. Notice if there's anything pleasant about becoming aware of the hands. And then also notice the feeling of being supported, of being held. That sense of solidity that helps to hold your body in place. Noticing the sensations where your body contacts the chair or cushion or floor or bench. Just noticing what that feels like. Allowing that to ground your experience. Noticing the solidity and consistency of those sensations. And once again, notice the body and allow the whole body to relax. Notice that by just sitting quietly for this time, there might be a little deeper relaxation available. Just inviting the body to relax. And for the second half of this practice, I'm going to offer some instructions that will explore some different ways of relating to experiences. This will hopefully bring a sense of spaciousness and ease. But if at any point it feels like it's too much or it's hard to follow, feel free to stay with listening to sounds, feeling the hands, or noticing the feeling of being supported. And these are your home bases. You're welcome to come back anytime. And so the intention with this part of the practice is to see if we can relate differently in order to bring about a sense of lightness, ease, spaciousness. To do this, we'll actually just look at or regard the sensations we experience in a particular way. So again, I'd like you to notice the sounds that you can hear. And this time, notice that they are coming and going. They are just happening. And see if you can tune in to this sense of them, of all these sounds being impersonal. They don't have that much to do with you. You don't need to identify with the sounds. You can't really possess these sounds. You can't bottle them up. And you don't need to control the sounds. They are impersonal, coming and going on their own, just happening. And as you do this, you might notice thoughts arising. Maybe there's even some commentary or narration. Maybe there's a memory of a conversation, something you've written or said, or something you're planning on writing or saying. And notice also that these thoughts occur as sound. They're a kind of internal sound, a mental sound. The thoughts arise and pass, and they might feel personal, but actually there's a way of observing them to just see them as just happening. Observing the thoughts with equanimity, not being pulled in, but also not rejecting. Just allowing the thoughts to come and go. If you do notice any thoughts occurring, hear them as sound. Sound that is just happening, arising and passing. These thoughts are like clouds moving across the sky. The sky of awareness is bright and clear, and it might just be temporarily obscured. And just allow that thought to drift across. Letting them come, letting them be, letting them go. Good. And then we'll come back again to the space of the body. You can check in and notice the sensations you're observing. Notice what is prominent, what stands out. And then begin gently regarding all of the sensations of the body in this way, as impersonal, just happening, arising and passing. Now, sensations of the body will feel personal. And just see if it's possible to notice that the sensations come and go. It's actually possible to not identify with them, not need to possess them, and not need to control them. Just happening. And this might lead to a sense of a holy disinterest. This equanimity that observes the sensations without getting tied up in them. The sensations of the body are just happening. And the final prompt here is to notice that there's a sense of spaciousness. When observing these sensations as arising and passing, as just happening, they arise out of a sense of space, fall back into space. They arise out of awareness and fall back into awareness. Notice that sense of spacious awareness. Allow the awareness to open up. All sensations, all thoughts, all feelings are just happening within this spacious awareness. Nice work, everyone. And come out of the formal meditation, noticing any shifts from the practice, and feel free to stretch, move around, drink some water.